G'day everyone, welcome back to Steve's Place Down Under. Today we're going to try and drive this G89 Volvo. For those of you who saw the live stream last week, or a week ago from filming this, you will notice that when we had it going it didn't build up air, and I think there was some other problem. Anyway, I fixed it, but I've also put a makeshift floor in it. I've welded a floor in, which I've shared with my members. I've shared all the repairs with the membership. So we've got that open now if anyone wants to go over and have a look at that. And we're also taking pre-orders again for merchandise that a lot of you asked for. So we've got hold of that bloke again, everything's fine again. So keep an eye on the shop, it's back open, and my wife will put it on Facebook and a community post to go about those pre-orders. So what we're going to do, I'm going to bleed the clutch again. We're going to get the engine going again. I've bodged a few because it's sat here that long, all the radiator pipes are rusted out, but it'll still hold water. It just drips a little bit, so it'll be full. And it had an air leak in the live stream, so we've repaired that. So hopefully it'll build up air now to a stage where we can hear if there's any more leaks, and then we'll see if she does move. We may have to tow it. We might have to move that Mercedes too, but anyway, we'll see what she does. Thank you to those 10 members that have joined too. It's only going to get better as we learn how to use it, how to post more for you. The header tank on this is completely rotted out, so I've bypassed it all. I'll get it going so the pump spins it all around, and okay, I'll lift this cab again. Get me block of wood. So we've since, for those of you who've seen the other video I did with the twin steer AEC Mammoth Major, we've since acquired that for some reason too. So that is now owned by myself. For those of you who did like it, that is coming up as an episode, probably over Easter. We're going to start that, and a series of videos of starting it and getting it to move, and then take one of the good trucks and haul it home and see what we can do with it here. So it's pretty exciting stuff happening here. So I'm just going to bleed the fuel system here. I'll just show you in there for those of you who didn't watch the first one where we started this. Go back and watch that first. It's going pretty well, that video where we started it after 4 years or something, 5 years. To bleed these, the diaphragm on the front of the fuel pump there, I just release that, and if you pump it so there's no air, just straight fuel coming out behind that, it's generally bled up. It may take another go, but it'll at least start and give us an idea where it's at. But there's no need to crack injector lines or anything. She generally comes to life if you bleed it there. So this is 24 volt start and 12 volt running, but it should have a series parallel switch on it, but I've since got rid of that and just 24 straight to the starter. I have a feeling these wires were something to do with it. Could be wrong, but I might make sure she's out of gear. I'll just show you the new floor that members saw a more in depth of how I did it and why I did it. So you can see she's extremely rusted out, but I just made the floor a bit safer. So she's anchored off the frame there for the bed in the sleeper cab, plus off the wall where it's good at the back there, and I cut a bit of plate out so that treadle valve's holding that in, and it's just sewn where I could get some good steel. So the seat's back in it. It was too unsafe before, so just going to make it a little bit safer to move. Just make sure it's out of gear. I think I found why the fuel's running back. I'm just going to reverse bleed the clutch. Okay, she's not building up air. I'm just going to pull the governor valve off and spray some lubricant in there, WD-40 or something like that, whatever I've got in the car here. But there's a bit of water coming out of it too, so that's been sitting in them unloader valves. It may be the cause. Not much room to get her off, but it's certainly had worse. She's not spinning on that Olaf. It's you can hear it did build up, but it sort of stopped. It's nowhere near brake release pressure. It's about 110 psi. Let's take this off and see if we can get some sort of lubricant in it. Shit, there's another little line there. May not be in the way though. Just give her a dose of whatever spray I've got. Okay, just spraying WD in all these ports here, into the governor and into the unloader valves. And I'll crank it back up, get some air flowing and see what it does. I didn't mean for the revs to go that high when it started. It does that when the cab's up, it pulls the pedal a little bit. But anyway, I think it's building up. I'll take this along. It's definitely higher. Whether it's working or not, I don't know, but I just blocked off the line going to the unloader valves, and it's building up air, which means the governor valve's faulty. Because it's not getting a signal telling it to shut off, it's just building up, which is good. It gets to 8, the brakes will release. Go and tell me if that front wheel's trying to move. It might be stuck. Is it rolling? Okay, Ron, I just had to start the old bends up here. It's either that or move one of these trailers, but all my prime movers are up there ready to, oh, there's one there but it needs batteries, ready to go next weekend, so I think it'll be easy to move the old Mercedes. because it's under these trees anyway. I wouldn't mind getting it out from under there, even though it has had it, just to preserve what is left of it. So the Volvo's now moving fine, as you've seen. The brakes come off, but you just can't fit her out through here. So once the Mercedes is moved, we'll give her another go. There's a decent air leak on it, but I reckon she'll still move. She's got a wild air leak going on. The park brake doesn't work either. Just a drain valve, that's good. Okay, we'll go back to the Volvo and try and get her out of there. She's still holding air, which is good. We couldn't get her up, now we can't get rid of it. I'll show everyone my floor I put in her.
Everyone knows about the floor. It's not building up air again.
the governor's buggered, so if you block the signal off going to it, it doesn't know what's happening, so it builds up air. And then you've got to take it off before the tanks explode though, because there'll be nothing telling it to stop. Film. Throttle's not returning properly, but driving on her. She's come to a complete stop. Probably the brakes. It's all the old rat shit and that burning off her in leaves and that brake there. Look at the bugger. That is leaking, but it's not stopping it. It's just she won't build up air at all. Unloader valves are stuck or something. It's not the governor this time. If I block the signal and it's still not building up air, it's the valves themselves, which is a shame because I don't know that I can finish the video like that. Okay everyone, she's not, I hope my wife got enough footage for you all because I was on a live stream as well and I took them for a drive, but she stopped building air up altogether. So I think what's happening is the unloader valves are stuck because I blocked the signal off and she's still not building up air. So just sort of drag the brakes back down here out of the middle of the driveway. That wheel over there is hot. Hopefully I can put her in here off the road or something. I should just drag the brakes, I guess. But so thank you again for, I hope that's enough for you all. Thank you Patreon, sorry we haven't got Patreon anymore. Thank you YouTube members. Go and check that out if you can. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff we share. I even fell ass overhead yesterday blowing the leaves off one of the trailers, so I'm going to try and, that was right in front of the camera, so I'm going to try and put all that sort of stuff up. So probably won't be any more on this one, but if you want to see us do anything else with it or anything along here, please let us know. So thanks again everyone for watching.